G'day folks, Madyakkerz here. Thought I'd give you a quick rundown of how I wash my kayak. You can see I've got the hose out. I'm giving it a good rinse down here, getting all the salt off, all the sand off, getting into all the little nooks and crannies, Mirage drive hole, the transducer cover, everything around the rudder, the whole lot, guys. Giving it a rub down, making sure all that salt and sand's off, putting it over to one side. Now getting all my few bits and pieces out of the car. Got the Mirage drive, giving that a good rinse down as well. Got my seat, making sure I get all the salty water out of that, guys. Bit of high pressure water there, washing it down nicely. Pulling a few other bits and pieces out, rod holders, all that kind of jazz, giving them a good rinse down. My pump, my bilge pump, all the rod holders, etc., guys. Making sure they're salt free for next time, looking great. Now pull out a few other bits and pieces. I'm over to the shed and I've grabbed nothing out of there in particular. Got the box that all my gear goes on, getting the sand out of that, and I grabbed a few fishing rods here, folks, so making sure I get all the salt off those. Nice misty spray here, guys, nothing that's going to force water into the nooks and crannies of your reel. Make sure your drags are still done up tight, they won't get any water in there, guys. Giving them a good rinse down. Get all your eyelets. If it's a two-piece rod, don't be afraid to pull in half and get inside your ferrules. Give your grips a good rinse down as well. Make sure there's no salt or sand on those. Next thing, guys, I'm over to the car and I'm washing down what looks like a few other bits and pieces. Then I've got my gloves out of my car, giving them a good rinse down, getting all the salt out of those, making sure they're nice and soft for next time as well. Now I've got my net out, giving that a good rinse down. My paddles, don't miss anything, folks. Don't want to get any salt build up on any of your bits and pieces. Now I've got the silicone spray and the CRC, getting all the stainless and pivot points on my Mirage drive with the CRC. Back to the kayak now, folks. Looks like I'm going to do a few hatches here. Grabbed a nice clean rag. Oh, I've got my PFD, doing this bit of silicone spray on the zips there. Straight onto me hatches now, folks. I've got the front hatch, getting the salt and sand off that front seal, giving it a good blast with silicone spray. Moving on to the middle hatch, doing the same thing with that, guys. Getting your salt and sand off, give it a good rinse with the silicone spray. The doodad under your seat there as well. The rear hatch, bit around the rudder as well. Your steering handles, all the plastic, guys. The silicone spray, I'll just keep it looking good. I've got my sounder there, bit of CRC on that as well, folks. And there we go. Kayak's mint for next time. Thanks, folks.